What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Between the Ropes. MacArthur Moore, Wesley Varnador, Hunter Fletcher. We love sports and all things about it. You can find us on Spotify, Instagram, TikTok. Now Apple Podcast is finally working. Basically, anywhere on social media, you can find us on there. The NFL preseason has officially gotten underway. We have made it through the summer. We will have football every single weekend until February now. This is just great. We love having football back. In fact, when you're watching this, the Panthers will be playing their opening preseason game against the Cleveland Browns. Shedeur Sanders will be getting his first start as an NFL
throwing a
pro.
pick six.
He's probably going to throw a pick six to Chau Smith-Wade and the rest of our Panthers defense. It's going to be great. I think we're going to see Bryce Young in our new look offense. I'm really, really excited.
Yeah.
But that's not what we're here to talk about. We kind of talked about the NFL as a whole, like as a league, last week.
Yeah.
We wanted to kind of do something a little more casual. I would say that we grew up, the three of us grew up in the golden age of sports movies.
I could agree.
As a kid, yes, I watched cartoons, but like some of my fondest memories of my childhood is watching some really great sports movies
Of my childhood.
True. And I wanted to start out with my favorite sports movie of all time, which is Remember the Titans.
Probably the best sports
I would say
movie.
that you could objectively say that is the greatest sports movie.
Yeah. It's very good. It's very good. I love
it. It is just a fantastic, true story.
Yep.
Disney did a 10 out of 10 job. It hits everywhere from the sports to the feel good. Coach Boone is like perfectly depicted in that movie.
Yes, I mean Denzel Washington did a great job.
Denzel Washington. Would y'all say that Denzel Washington is on the Mount Rushmore of male actors?
Yeah,
Yes.
I will definitely put him on there.
I like that.
Fantastic actor.
Yes. So
I mean, I will say depicting of the movie of the times that was supposed to be in, they did a very, very good job.
I would agree.
Of showing it in the movie, and then also transitioning to the football and the camaraderie that it was of the team coming together and actually being a team and showing you that you can come from different diversity backgrounds and still be friends, still be brothers on the field, off the field. It was just a great movie in my opinion. I loved it growing up.
Yeah. I just think it's like perfect. Like I think there are very few flaws. I'm sure the movie heads could could maybe pick out one or two things.
Yeah.
But for somebody that just loves a good movie, Remember the Titans is perfect. It is so good. The soundtrack is great.
Yeah.
The casting is great. Like if you look at the real pictures of the actors, they look just like them.
They did a
In
very
fact,
good job putting it
Denzel
together.
Washington is probably the least, but I mean his voice, his presence, just that fills in so well. And so Remember the Titans, man. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's such a good movie. I think that I would not argue at all that it's the best. I will agree with you.
It's just a really good movie.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a couple. That was on my top 5 and my personal top 5 movies of sports. But I'm gonna pivot also to baseball. Moneyball is a good movie.
Moneyball is a good movie.
Great movie.
I mean, it just shows that it's not all about. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to pay to have good players, but I mean, it shows what the A's had to do to make a good team. They had to figure out, the analytics and everything, and it shows how to win without spending billions of dollars on a baseball team. I thought it was a good movie, and it had a good feel good story. I liked it. Just me personally. Brad Pitt did a great job.
They had to get smart. They didn't have the money. They didn't have the budget. They had to get smart with it, and it's just a great story of what a few good-hearted players can do.
I would say that it's a lot like the baseball version of like a Draft Day or something like that.
Yeah. That's a good pull.
That's a good pull.
It's a more recent movie.
Yeah,
I wouldn't put it.
2014.
I wouldn't put it as like a major
Classic. It's not to Remember the Titans. We're gonna put everything on par with Remember the Titans.
Yeah, but Draft Day is a good movie.
Draft Day is good.
Who was that? Kevin Costner?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's who it was.
It was a good movie. I thought it depicted, giving up all your first round picks to move up, and then all of a sudden getting all your first round
picks.
picks.
The story of the 2023 Carolina Panthers.
We're seeing something here.
It's a trend.
I've seen this before. I'm living it now.
We got it straight from Draft Day.
Oh Lord,
That's where
help us.
that's where David Tepper drew it up.
Yeah,
Draft day.
Yeah, it's probably David Tipper probably also drew up a lot of other stuff too.
Probably on Madden.
What about you, Hunter?
Probably my favorite movie growing up, that was a sports movie, was Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the
loved
Year.
That's a good one.
Rookie of the Year.
Chicago Cubs.
Yes.
Yeah.
At the time, wasn't a Chicago Cubs fan, but I just loved the movie.
I am.
Love the movie because to a kid, it's like you get to watch the movie and you're like, that's a kid out there playing baseball.
I can do that.
It's the story of a kid getting some superhuman injury, but still, you're like, that could be me.
That's
Yeah.
like Mike for me.
Yeah.
That's how I
Oh
grew
my
up.
God.
I grew up.
Put on the shoes and ball out.
I grew up thinking that I was the next Calvin Cambridge. Like
Oh
I
my
wasn't in the
God.
league by the time I was like 10, and I was like, wait a minute, I failed. My life is over. I'm not Calvin Cambridge.
Oh my God.
That's a very similar vibe for me.
Ironically, in like there's the clip of them in the car singing DMX.
Oh yeah.
My mom loved that song because of that movie. Watching it with me.
It was my introduction to that
Yeah.
song. Was that?
Yeah,
one.
my mom would it would come on the radio because granted, I'm old enough that was still play on the radio a little bit, and my
Yeah.
mom would turn the volume up. Old mom, just old as dirt, was listening to that, jamming out.
Why didn't Tracy pass the ball?
Man,
Coach, you drew up the perfect play.
man, I will tell you, some of the best memories I have is watching those kind of movies with my mom, like Angels in the Outfield. In me's top
Very good
tier.
one.
Great movie, and it was a feel good story.
It was. I think the best sports movies, you almost have to have that feel good story.
Yeah,
I mean, even like something that has turned out to be not exactly as it seems, like The Blind Side.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the reason it did so well was it's a feel good story.
it touched your heart.
It did. I mean, you come out of that movie feeling really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Like, man, this family has done such a great job. And I would say that the same thing
Yeah.
with the Angels in the Outfield. You come out of watching that movie feeling really, really good.
Yeah, and for me, it was the personal connection on both of those movies because I was adopted, and having somebody was adopted and seeing how much the movie The Blind Side, how much how do you pronounce her last name?
The Tuohys.
The Tuohys, how much they cared for Michael Orr.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, that's how much my mom cared about me, and I could connect with that movie. And to me, that's what makes these sports movies so great. Is at some point in your childhood growing up, you can connect with something in a movie.
So since the allegations and everything has come out, I have looked at The Blind Side completely differently.
Yeah,
I don't take away that it's not a great movie because it is.
the movie itself is fantastic.
I see The Blind Side as a fictional movie with some historically accurate
Yeah.
elements. It's still a good story. You cannot deny that it's a good story.
Yeah.
Now, is it accurate? No.
No,
Fun
not.
story. I met Michael Orr at the Panthers training camp when I was 9, I think, and I had just watched The Blind Side maybe when I was 7 or 8.
Yeah.
And I remember as a 9-year-old telling Michael Orr that I watched that movie, and as he was signing my helmet, he goes, "Yeah, they made me look so much dumber than I actually was." He was like, "I do not like that movie."
Well, what about all the cameos of the college coaches
Yeah,
of past and what would have been their teams at that time?
like at Oregon. when
Yes.
he was.
Go Tigers! Even though he wasn't depicted with the
No.
Tigers, but it was Go Tigers.
Yeah, it was. That was a good one, and it was a good, again, good feel good.
It was.
You have to look at it differently.
Yeah, and I do. I mean, looking at it now, like you said, to me, it's more of a
Just a good story.
good feel good movie with some historical
Accuracy.
but
Good cast.
the true story behind it, now that the allegations and stuff have come out, sucks. But the
Yeah.
movie itself's a great movie.
Yeah,
I
yes,
agree.
I agree.
It's still an
100%.
enjoyable watch.
Yeah.
Do y'all consider consider Happy Gilmore a sports movie?
Absolutely. The
so-
guy discovers what he can do after he fails in
At
one
hockey.
sport. That's a sports movie all the way.
I'm gonna say this: it's a movie that has sports in it. Is it like the classic feel good?
It could be a
Feel good.
He
Feel
wins his
grandma's
no,
house back.
And he gets
okay.
the gold jacket.
So
Come on.
here's what I'm trying to say: is it the classical feel good of like a Rudy or Remember the Titans? No, it's nothing like that. But it's a comedy sports movie that it is a sports movie, but it's a comedy.
Would you put it in the same place as like Talladega Nights?
Talladega Nights.
Talladega
is
Nights
definitely
to-
more of a comedy.
It's more of a comedy than it is about NASCAR,
Yeah,
in my
it's just
opinion.
based in NASCAR.
Yeah, I mean that'd be like saying, Kicking and Screaming it's a soccer movie, but it's a comedy based on him coaching his kids' minor league or little league soccer team.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, but I think it's a sports movie. Yes, is it funny? It's absolutely hilarious,
Yes.
but it's not, to me. It's not the classical feel good like Angels in the Outfield, The Sandlot,
Remember the
stuff like that.
Titans.
Which, speaking of Sandlot, is a great baseball movie. I
That's a
loved it
sports
growing
movie.
up.
That's a sports
since
movie.
we're on that, Waterboy. What do we think there?
I think
Sports
it's
movie.
another comedy
Sports
sports
movie,
movie that
yeah.
falls in line with The Waterboy. Not Waterboy, with Happy Gilmore.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair play.
Yeah.
Like
I would agree.
Caddyshack. Caddyshack to me is like a Happy Gilmore. It's a sports movie, but it's funny.
It's funny.
Yeah, it's got those comedic
Yeah,
elements.
just like The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler. It's based around football, and it does have some really good actors in it and some good cameos of some football players.
But it's
Still a comedy.
And so in turn, that would turn Happy Gilmore 2 into that same deal.
To me, Happy Gilmore 2 is more of a comedy than anything. I mean, it's got golf in it.
And it's got so
But
many
it's like-
cameos, but it's not cameos about sports outside of the golf.
It's 5% sports, 95% comedy.
Yeah.
It's how I feel about it.
95% Adam Sandler just being hilarious.
Which I will say, Happy Gilmore 2 is funny.
It is
Yeah,
funny.
I love it.
super
If you
funny.
don't like it, then you're not funny, and you need to
You
re-examine
You
yourself.
just have no fun in life.
Yeah,
Like,
you're that guy that's really boring to talk to and hang out with.
yeah. You don't get invited to any party.
Yeah, you're not the guy. You don't get
Super Bowl party.
you don't get invited to the cookout. You're not valid.
You're not in the fantasy league.
Yeah, you're the guy that's asking him to get in, but you just never get in.
Yeah. Sorry, we have a waiting list.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Play a few weeks and then you're like, I'm bored.
Yeah, you're the guy that joins and then trades all your players away to your friend to try to win the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That's yeah. What about something like Space Jam? What would y'all?
I
The
don't.
cartoon classic.
It is more.
It's to me, it's a classical.
It is
sports
a
fun-
sports
it's funny.
movie, but it's more of a. They
It's not on the
deviate
Happy
kind-
Gilmore level.
No, not to
It's
that
a
level,
different
but it's
funny.
a cartoon sports movie
Yeah.
to me.
It's
Now,
fun,
yes,
though.
It is like real life
Yeah,
recorded part of it, most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still got the cartoon character.
but it is so good.
The first one is great.
And let me tell you, whoever out there says Space Jam 2 is good, again, you're the same guy that sucks at fantasy
Either that or
football, and you're not
younger
invited.
than 12, and you shouldn't be on social.
And you
media,
think LeBron James is the GOAT, which is not.
which he's not.
No,
But
just get out.
The first Space Jam is objectively
Yes.
way better.
Way better.
than the second one.
Yes.
It makes more sense. It's just a better movie all around. Michael Jordan, I feel like, does a better job
Yes.
than LeBron James as an actor. Really, my favorite part about Space Jam 2 was when they brought in Michael B. Jordan and Daffy Duck. I feel weird saying that in a sports movie. But he goes, "Oh my gosh, we got Michael Jordan." Like, that is the best part of that movie. But I could like point out so many more like moments of Space Jam and say, "Yep, that's a great line."
Yeah.
Or, "Oh, that's a good scene." Like
Yeah.
it depicts a 90s sports,
Yes.
I guess you'd call it like kids comedy.
Yeah, I'll give it that. But when that movie came out of its time, that was those with those type movies with and the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
D1 and D2.
Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
Love Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, I will tell you, I love the Mighty Ducks. I like the second one better than the first one. I know you don't,
Nah.
but I like D2. Now the third one,
It's alright.
it's good. It's not great, but it's good. It's a good. I'd still watch it. I mean, to this day, I'd still
Yeah.
watch it.
I feel like we're kind of criminal to talk about sports movies and leave out the Rocky trilogy.
Yeah, you can't. Well, I don't even. It's more than a trilogy. I think there's like 5 or 6 movies.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Rocky is good growing up. I did which growing up for me, Rocky was also before my time.
It
but
was.
It was still such good movies to watch.
Yeah.
I think I enjoyed them all. Hey yo, Adrian. Like, man, those movies when you had Mr. T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, what was the Russian guy's name that was I can't think of his name, but dude was a freaking monster.
Was it Drago?
It was Drago. Yeah, that dude, I hated that guy with a passion. I think that was also back when we were like at war with Russia.
Yeah.
and
When they
everybody
were
in
still the
America,
Soviet Union.
yeah, everybody hated the Soviet Union, Russia, and it was a good play on the times. But yeah, I hated that dude. Like, just ticked me off. Was lab specimen fight, and then you got Sylvester Stallone, Rocky out here beating dead cows in a frozen tundra, and just comes out and just kills him. I love it. It's a good movie, and it was a good revenge movie because Drago killed God, what was his name? He ended up being Michael B. Jordan's dad in Creed. Oh, Creed, duh,
Yeah.
moron. He killed Creed, and then that was like Rocky's like, oh nah, fam, that's my dog. That's my dog. I'm getting my lick back.
You know one I love is 42.
42 is good.
42 is so good.
Let me tell you, it's perfect for the time that it was depicting. Because let me tell you,
It was rough.
Yeah.
oh
Yeah,
man,
he
it was
always
rough.
had it tough.
It was so rough.
Rough go of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman. That was kind of
Yeah.
his.
That was his
That
comeback
was
movie.
his breakout.
Yeah, that was his breakout,
That was
and
before Black Panther.
Yep.
That was before. That was a
he
great pick.
He freaking killed that.
He was so good.
It was very good. I think that
I forgot Harrison Ford was in that one. I forgot he was in.
yeah,
42.
yes, he was. It was very how say vulgar.
It's
It wasn't-
it's just racially.
It was
accurate.
racially accurate, and I know it had to be weird to film that movie.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But
definitely.
when I tell you, when I'm telling you, when it depicted the times that was going on and breaking the
Perfect.
color barrier, it was awesome. They did a good job with that movie.
it was a good movie.
It
I
was a
like
very
42.
good movie. 42 is a good movie. If you haven't seen it, which by now you're probably living under a rock or you're really young, if you haven't seen it, you need to watch it, especially if you love baseball.
Yeah, I would agree. 42. I believe, isn't it rated R? Yeah,
It-
no, it's PG-13.
Is it really?
Yeah. I feel like at a time it was an R. Like when it came out.
there's no way they could have made that
because
movie now.
I feel like I specifically remember 42 being my first R-rated movie. I feel like. But it's listed on here as
Yeah.
PG-13.
It was a
which
good movie.
I find hard to believe.
I did too. I mean, it wasn't like there was a lot of vulgar language,
think what you're-
but
it's-
there was some racially motivated language that probably
Yeah.
should have pushed it to that threshold. But I mean, whatever. It was still a great movie.
It was the time.
Yeah. Speaking of baseball, and it's kind of back on the comedy with the Happy Gilmore level
Is it Major
movie.
League?
It's Major League.
Major League is
It's
so
Major
funny.
League. It's
I love Major League.
it's
That's
Major
such a
League.
good movie.
I love it. Wesley Snipes did a good job in that movie. And just a story of like a rundown Major League Baseball team just having opening tryouts, getting a bunch of delinquent just
Jobu.
just random Joe blows off the street and turning it around.
Yeah.
It's a good comedy. It's got a good story to it, but it's just really
It's just funny. It's
I liked it. It was a good movie.
yeah. Can Jesus Christ throw a curveball?
Yeah.
Go to line.
It's such a.
I think Jesus Christ could definitely throw a curveball.
Oh.
Guy came back from the dead. I think
Yeah.
he's definitely throwing a nasty slider curveball.
Oh, dude, he would throw every pitch wrapped into one, and you just be like, I don't even know what that was.
I'm not even bringing a bat.
Yeah, it'd be like a 101 mile an hour curveball. You know what? I'm just gonna take my strikeout and go back.
105.
Knuckleball at like 2 mile an hour. I'm like, wow, and then it just drops out of nowhere, like on MLB The Show.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, I hate.
Servers went down. Back to an Adam Sandler Hustle on Netflix. I feel like that is your more. It is funny,
But it's more of a.
but
serious
it's
movie.
more of a sports feel good story.
Yeah.
Very good cameos. You've got the Juan
Yep.
Hernan Gomez, Anthony Edwards. I think the entire Sixers team from the year it came out was on there.
Wasn't Anthony Edwards like the antagonist in that movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was
He played a good job in that
he
movie.
was Kermit Wiltz, and Juan Hernan Gomez was Bo Cruz. Boban was in
Yep.
it.
Trey Young was in it.
Trey Young, Doc Rivers.
Yep.
Uh,
It was a good movie.
That's a good one as well.
I think it was very well put together. It depicted on how, well, not really being a general manager, but being a scout and having to go overseas, find the talent, bring the talent back, pitch the talent, trying to get everybody to pick the kid. It was good.
It's really different than like an Adam Sandler normal.
It's not a normal Adam Sandler movie.
It's out of the ordinary for
Yeah.
Adam Sandler.
Which he's had a couple, getting off the sports topic, but he's had a couple like serious movies like that one, the movie Click. I mean, he's done a pretty good job in some serious roles.
yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. But it's just like when you think Adam Sandler, you think
comedy.
Happy Gilmore,
Yep.
you think The Water Boy, you think Billy Madison, like you think these outlandishly stupid movies that just land well. And
Yeah.
so to have something like Hustle, yes, there's still funny moments. Yes, it's still a good movie.
Yeah.
But overall, for Adam Sandler, it's a little more serious.
Yeah.
What about what about speaking of like newer sports movies? Would y'all say the Uncle Drew? It's comedy, but because of the cameos, because of the bases, is it sports
It's
movie?
not up there.
It wasn't in my It wasn't in my generation. That's more of a you guys thing.
That was like us in like middle school.
Yeah,
or
that
early
wasn't-
high school.
I
yeah.
thought it was great when
I
it came
loved it.
out, but I don't know if I'd put it in my top.
That was also when Kyrie Irving was a Boston
Yeah,
Celtic.
he
that,
was.
that you were probably really biased. I liked it just
liked
because
the
it's
movie.
a good movie.
But
It was funny. I loved the Aaron Gordon cameo.
I
Him
think the cameos is what made it great with
Yeah.
Shaq and Kareem.
and the old heads.
Yeah.
And Kyrie Irving, they did such a good job with his like makeup, stage
Yeah.
makeup.
Yeah.
being, like he looks like an old man.
I mean, it was a good movie. Like I said, it was. That's more of a you guys thing
True.
than me, but it was okay.
Yeah.
I'd give it a 7.
7, yeah.
Not top 7, but like a
That's
7 out of
fair.
10.
A 7 out of 10. I
Yeah.
feel like that's a good rating.
That's a fair
If
rating.
like remember the Titans,
It's a 10 out of
it's
10.
a 10 out of
It's
10.
a 10 out of 10.
If Blindside's an 8.5, 9,
Yeah.
The Blindside would be a 10 if it wasn't for the actual story. Even though I like say, oh, I'm looking at it differently. It's
Yeah.
still if it was a true story,
Yeah.
it'd be a 10 out of 10.
Did
So when
now?
it came out, it was a 10 out of 10.
Let me ask y'all this: did y'all ever watch the movie? Not the TV show, but the movie Friday Night Lights.
Yes.
I watched more of the TV show.
I did watch
Okay.
a lot of the TV show. Like I watched the movie when I was younger. I haven't
Yeah.
watched it recently.
The movie was more of my growing up,
Yeah.
and it's a good football movie. It depicts Texas football. Literally how Friday Night Lights rules a local small
Yeah.
town.
I want to know a great sports movie. What about Thunderstruck with Kevin Durant? Y'all ever seen that one?
Yeah, it was more of like a new age on
I mean,
Like
it was
Mike.
dumb.
To me, it was. They tried to make Like Mike with Kevin Durant.
And he was in the movie and he was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I loved it as a kid. But
it was
Well, you're Durant bias.
oh, very
my
much
brother.
so.
My brother-in-law growing up. He's older than y'all, but growing up, that movie came out when he was like in middle school. He loved it,
Yeah.
and I think that generation, it resonated with that generation more. That was like you said, that was their Like Mike.
It felt like a low budget Like Mike. Like it was so much worse than Like Mike. I mean, they
Yeah,
only had $7 million to do it.
which I mean,
That's low for a movie.
to have that and produce what they did, I think they did a good job.
I'd like to see Thunderstruck number 2 with Shay.
Bro.
Maybe Chet Holmgren.
Oh.
I think that would be really good. Thunderstruck 2. Put me in the writing room. I'm ready to write
Oh,
Thunderstruck 2.
God help
You
us.
get the script together and send it off.
I will.
We'll see
Let me write the script.
LaMelo Ball cameo.
Oh.
Oh my God.
He's the antagonist in the movie.
He is. He's going to be the villain. He's going to be the one. Here we go. Thunderstruck 2. It starts out, everything's great. It's not going to be Brian, but it's going to be some other Oklahoma City Thunder fan. He's just won the championship. Everything's going great. Shay's dropped 30 in the first half, and then they come out the gate, and LaMelo Ball like takes his powers or whatever. I mean, it would be
Oh my
so
God.
unrealistic, but I think
Just-
it could work.
It could.
Anybody at Warner Bros, Disney, just know I'm available to
God.
write and direct a Thunderstruck 2.
Well, they get off a horrible idea.
Whoa, it's not horrible. It's a good idea.
But sticking in
Maybe the
the
greatest idea I've ever come up with.
sticking in the basketball realm, the 2 basketball movies that I loved growing up were Hoosiers, great movie,
Hoosiers is good.
and then Coach Carter.
Coach
Get
Carter.
Coach Carter. That's a goated pool.
Yeah. By the way, some of the stuff I did in me coaching y'all
Comes from
Yeah.
Coach.
comes from Coach Carter.
We could tell.
Yeah. You were definitely wearing ties to every basketball game. I mean, I loved Coach Carter. It was great. It was my generational movie. I mean, it was. I mean, you look at the jerseys the way they wore them, baggy. You know, that was how.
It's
it
kind of
was
the
when I was in
same
high
as like
school.
Hoosiers, like they like the stripe pants.
Yep.
the-
Coach Carter to me is top tier basketball movie.
What about like White Men Can't Jump?
That's a good movie.
Jesus Shuttleworth.
To
Ray
me,
Allen.
it's not as funny as Happy Gilmore, but like it's more to me. That's more like a
heading towards that direction.
It's heading that direction. It's a good movie.
Have y'all
Yeah.
seen the new one?
I have not
No,
seen
I haven't
the
either.
new one.
It's actually pretty good.
Is it?
I'll have to watch that one.
I
It's
will.
got Jack Harlow in it. It's actually pretty good.
Can we talk about? Can we just go ahead and get this out of the way? That sports documentaries like The Last Dance, The Redeem Team,
Dude,
the
those
30
are
for 30.
oh my god,
They're-
30 for 30s are
They're
great.
great,
Yeah.
but they're documentaries.
Yeah.
I don't think that they're sports movies. As great as The Last Dance is,
Yeah.
The
Which is a
Last Dance,
great one.
It might be my favorite. I just rewatched it like for the first
Yeah.
time since COVID not too long ago.
And you took that personally.
I did, but it was so freaking good. Like I loved it.
It's
Even
a good
like the current Netflix ones that they're doing, like starting five, quarterback, receiver,
Yeah.
those are good. You should go watch those. Even the SEC one they just came out with. I haven't
That
started
one's-
it yet,
I haven't started
That
it
one's
yet.
pretty good.
but they're great. But I don't know that you could call them.
They're not movies.
They're not movies.
They're not
They're
movies.
documentaries.
Yeah.
If you want to learn and be educated, go watch those. But what we're talking about here are movies.
Yeah. Another random movie that was from like my childhood, which is more like it's more of a spoof on Friday Night Lights, was Varsity Blues. I don't know if y'all
Varsity
ever seen
Blues.
Varsity Blues.
I've seen Varsity Blues.
I love Billy Bob.
I'll be honest.
I love Billy Bob,
You want to
dude.
know where my first introduction to Varsity Blues was?
What's that?
Was the first time I watched The Office. And do you remember the season 2? I think it's season 2. And Michael has like team exercise, and he like comes in. He's like Varsity Blues.
Yes.
And his Jan comes in on him.
Yes.
And he's
Yes.
like, what is going on?
Yeah.
That's my first. with
Let me tell you, Varsity
Blues.
Blues to me was I loved Varsity Blues growing up. It was a good spoof movie. I mean, it was really it had a lot about football, but it was more, supposed to be like a kind of like a comedy. Have you seen it, Hunter? Have you seen Varsity Blues?
I don't think I have.
Oh, dude,
I've
you
seen clips, but I
you
haven't
need to
watched
sit down and watch it. It is like Billy Bob is my spirit animal. I mean, the dude gets hurt. Quarterback gets hurt because it's his fault. And he's sitting on the tailgate of his truck. He's drinking a bottle of whiskey and shooting his trophies with a shotgun. And
You should
then
watch Varsity Blues.
I'm telling you, it's good. And then at the very beginning, Billy Bob was drinking maple syrup, eating pancakes with his pig in the front seat of the truck. Dude, I'm telling you, it's awesome. You need to watch it. And to pivot from Varsity Blues, which to me is one of my favorite. Obviously, Remember the Titans, my favorite football movie.
Yeah.
But
Has to be.
Varsity Blues is up there. But another one we could, totally forgot about. We Are Marshall.
We Are Marshall it's a good one.
It's a very historically
Good,
accurate
true-
movie.
Good true story.
Yes.
Kind of like Remember the Titans, 42. It's just it's a good movie.
Yeah,
Marshall has such an inspiring story in the
Yeah.
70s.
And it was such a tragic
You want to hear a cool
story.
little story?
Yeah.
The year they won the national championship,
Yeah.
both my grandparents worked at Marshall.
Really?
Yeah. So like they were like so excited. Like they're Carolina fans,
Yeah.
but like they're low key Marshall fans.
Talking about Dan?
Yes.
Dude,
Dan's a legend.
your granddad's is a legend.
He just gets better and better.
He gets better and better every day. I love that man.
Every time we hear
His head will get big
we
now.
hear new stories about Dan, and it's just
I'm like,
Stock is going
Yeah,
up.
Dan is like in like the most historical. Like every time something historical happens, he's there. Like that
like-
man needs to write an autobiography or something. Like it just
It's like the montage in Forrest Gump. Every historical.
yeah, got Dan in it. Dude, I did not know that they were working at Marshall.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
He was a professor
They
at
could-
Marshall.
Really?
Yeah.
They could literally make a movie about Dan in the same Forrest Gump style of him sitting on a bench talking to somebody.
Dude, it would be. I would.
And it would work because that's exactly how he is in real life.
Dude, your granddad is like the man.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, I mean,
He'll
if
be
you
so
didn't,
happy.
if you didn't, I would ask him to adopt me as his grandchild. I'm just saying. I love Dan. That man is the GOAT.
What about what about Miracle?
Oh, that okay. So that is another movie
That's in the same era.
that is very historically accurate in a time of, again, we were at war. We hated Russia. We
And
hated Soviet Union,
sucked at hockey.
and we were not a hockey country.
We were not good at hockey.
There wasn't
No.
many Olympic sports at that time that we were really great at, because that's before the Dream Team. We were still
Yes.
sending college guys, and even I don't even know if it was an Olympic sport by then. But
That is a very good
but
feel good movie.
Miracle
Yes.
on Ice is one of my favorite sports stories in general.
Yes, is oh man, it's good.
It is good.
I
Kurt
think
Russell does a great job. I still get on my TikTok and Instagram reels the speech. Great moments are born from great opportunity,
yep.
and like it lives in my head like rent free.
I mean, you can apply that not just in the sports, but like in your regular life.
And just life.
I mean, it's a very good inspirational movie. It's very good at depicting what was going on, how we won, and how big of an impact it had.
It was such
on America.
a monumental win. Maybe the most impactful win for Americans in the American versus Soviet since
Yeah.
the moon landing.
Yeah, it really brought America together.
Yeah.
At
Yes.
that time, seeing that, everybody rallying behind
For sure.
our country.
Yeah. I mean, you couldn't nowadays. I don't know if anything like that would ever happen, because we're so divided as a country and as a whole.
I still feel like sports, because if you look at like the 2020, like this past year's Olympic basketball team, everybody was rallying around that team.
Yeah. I mean,
so I think it can still happen.
I feel like sports is the one thing that really can bring our country together a lot.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
and maybe even the world just as a whole.
Yeah,
like
really.
if you look at the World Cup for soccer,
yes,
it's
that brings
Oh,
such a
yeah, dude.
uniting.
country
I-
together.
I'm not a soccer guy, and
I'm not either. I love to play, but-
Ethan is.
He's gonna be real mad at us.
He is, but Ethan loves soccer. He knows more about soccer than will ever know. But
Yeah, for sure.
I will sit down and I will watch the World Cup just to watch America play.
It's just such a. It is like such a, like Hunter said, so many different cultures, so many different atmospheres.
Yeah.
It brings the world together, and so I do think that something like that could happen again, but it
Yeah.
would have to come under the right circumstance.
Yeah.
I mean, like for basketball, we're expected to win gold
Yes.
every single time.
If we don't, something's wrong.
yeah, and 2024 was no different.
Yeah.
But in that moment, with Miracle on Ice,
Yeah.
even like it's depicted in the movie Miracle, we were nobodies playing hockey,
Yeah.
and it was
Yeah.
just such an incredible win. I do like that movie. It was made. I didn't realize this. It was made around the same time as Remember the Titans. Disney went on a sports run.
A great
early
sports
2000s.
iconic run. Yeah, they produced a lot of good sports
Early
movies.
2000s, they also made the greatest game ever played. Which
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if Wesley you've seen it, but it is
Yeah.
a fantastic.
It is a good
golf
movie.
starring Shia LaBeouf. But yeah, he starts out. He's just a caddy. He plays around in his house, putts on hardwood
Yeah.
floors into a cup, and then he just turns it around and he just wins a huge tournament.
Yeah, Disney killed it back then.
Even recently, like Disney has made some solid ones, like Safety. You know about
Yeah.
Safety, the Clemson
Oh.
player whose
Brother.
adopted his brother.
Yep.
Yeah.
A side and little like extra we can poke in there. Did you know that James Riley's sister Hannah is an extra in that movie?
I did know that. Yeah. I
That's
think her
crazy.
and her dad. So one of
Yeah.
our good friends, his sister was at the game that they filmed Safety at. And
I forgot what game. No, I know in the game that I think they were playing like FAU, but I forgot what game was actually going on.
it was like Boston College. 'Cause
Yeah.
They had to fit the colors. So I think even though FAU is a bright red and Boston College is more of like a burgundy red, I think it's still
Yeah,
in
which
the same.
I don't know if you've ever been to Death Valley. I
I unfortunately have not.
got to
Love
go
get
watch
it.
NC State get pummeled by Deshaun Watson in that game. Yeah, I was sitting on the 50-yard line, third row, on the Clemson
Oh.
side, And
I bet you guys made so much fun of.
oh, dude, I got like cooked. Like, so I was with a bunch of Clemson fans. Like my buddy Donnie and the guy we DJ with, Terry, and his son were there. And here I am, only guy wearing red in a sea of orange. And this little 5-year-old boy taps you on the shoulder, and he goes, "Hey, my dad told me to tell you your team sucks." I've never wanted to hit a 5-year-old before.
Kid, that kid's going places.
I've never wanted to hit a kid ever before. But yeah, there's not much room for visiting teams at Death Valley.
No.
But that place is electric, and it was very well depicted in that movie. And it's a good movie. And don't get me wrong, Clemson is a good school. Dabo is a great coach.
But you hated that moment.
But I hated that moment.
Hunter, you want to end us off with one of your bangers?
One of my bangers is A League of Their Own.
A League of Their Own.
There's no crying in baseball.
That was a great movie. Again, a historical piece about what was happening at the time. Guys were going off to war.
Yep.
Women were playing baseball.
It's a good movie.
It is a good one.
I mean, it's very quotable. Like I said, there's no crying in baseball. It's Tom Hanks did a great job in that movie.
Yes, he did.
I'm not gonna say like his best movie because there's Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
It's his best movie, and
movie.
It really could. He played at the University of Alabama.
It's got a sliver of sports in the movie. Okay, a sliver of sports.
So, but no, he did do a good job in that one as well. Around the same time as like Major League. I mean, it was like that same. Major League came out in '89, and A League of Their Own was in '92. But that is another good one. I had forgotten about A League of Their Own.
I had until you had said something earlier about it. That's a good. I mean, not saying like I forgot because it's a horrible movie. It's just there's been so many great
movies
in general.
Yeah, there's so many sports movies out there. It's hard to name them all.
Yeah,
Sure.
they're all good.
That'll wrap up this week's episode of Between the Ropes. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed this more laid back episode where we're not talking about the sports news going on because there's about to be a lot of that.
Yeah,
as college football comes back.
Yes.
Yeah, very
Preseason
very
coming along. Who's gonna get hurt? Who's not getting hurt? Who looks great?
We wanted to just do this really laid back, fun episode. So I hope y'all enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Again, as I said at the beginning of this episode, you can follow us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you watch your podcasts. We are on there. We want to thank y'all so much for watching. Have a great day.